place. I got a
Stop it, Bristol. You're hanging with the
Rumble.
PDD. What did you expect? You think I was hanging out flea trap?
Coconut trees and beautiful.
Howard Johnson by the street.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, you don't... Hey, let's go to a match. Let's get the show started. Roll this tape.
Let's go.
Tony Rummel in the ring. Tony Rummel in the ring in the far corner. We're awaiting the arrival now of the Tonga Kid. Again.
Let's see you win a match tonight. Come on. Whoever it is.
Weighing in at 299 pounds at home, the Avenging Boy.
Kid with perspiration glistening on his back, as you can tell. He's been loosening up and getting ready for this match. One fall, 10-minute time limit now, and it's the Tonga Kid ready to go against Tony Rummel. They tell me he weighs in at almost 300 pounds, and Rummel very quickly drives him back into the corner. Referee calls for the break. Good, clean break. Rummel steps back. The Tonga Kid squares off, lashes out. Puts in the midsection. Hard right hand again. Under the chin, brings Rummel up a full body slam. Down across the chest and the throat of Rummel is the Tonga Kid. The Tonga Kid drives another hard right hand. And so Rummel in a lot of trouble here, as the Tonga Kid has wasted no time whatsoever. Good chop right over the heart. And one to the top of the head that drives Rummel back to the canvas. Tonga Kid explodes another. I'll tell you what, this Rummel is some kind of tough, though. He took the best the Tonga Kid had to offer. Stayed on his feet. That one buckled him up, however. And look at this. Almost 300 pounds of live weight now. That's not dead weight. That's live weight. Tonga Kid not allowing the pinfall on that one. Says, no, sir. I've got someone here that I want to make an object lesson of. And that's exactly what he's doing. Tonga Kid with a flying headbutt. Rummel is down, and the Tonga Kid moving up on that top ring rope. And wait a minute. Wait a minute. Sullivan, the master of the occult. Kevin Sullivan charging in there after the Tonga Kid. And Kevin Sullivan punishing the Tonga Kid, and there you see his lady in waiting, and Kevin Sullivan has exploded on the Tonga Kid, and we've got total bedlam here, and it is Kevin Sullivan now pushing anybody and everybody out of his way. Now it's Diamond out there, Diamond trying to put a stop to it. He's hurdled from the ring, and the Tonga Kid has got Sullivan's lady in waiting in trouble, catches her, and she's dropped to the table outside. And now it's Kevin Sullivan smashing the Tonga Kid, the referee, calling a halt to this match. And the Tonga Kid taking all of that punishment, and all that's done is made him mad. And Kevin Sullivan suddenly realizes he's raised a new kind of demon here. And Sullivan now beginning to beat a hasty retreat. But the Tonga Kid is after the Tonga Kid. Catches him with the right hand. And it's Kevin Sullivan and the Tonga Kid battling their way up into the grandstand here, into the bleacher area. And it's Kevin Sullivan and the Tonga Kid battling it out in the bleachers. It's the Tonga Kid now scoring with the right hand. Kevin Sullivan with a waist lock on him. And the two of them battling it out on the bleachers. And neither man able to gain any advantage here as they continue to battle it out underneath the crowd. And again, officials and referees trying to separate them, but this match has gotten completely out of hand. And the two of them battling it out on the bleachers. And neither man able to gain any advantage here as they continue to battle it out amidst the crowd. And again, officials and referees trying to separate them, but this match has gotten completely out of hand. Kevin Sullivan invading the ring, and now the enmity, the bad blood between the Tonga Kid and Kevin Sullivan really exploding. Diamond out there trying to separate it, as is the referee, but the battle continues to rage outside. And brother, keep those cameras grinding because we've got some red-hot action going on outside the ring, and this battle continues all the way to the far wall. Kevin Sullivan smashed into that concrete wall. Sullivan smashed into the wall again. And the Tonga Kid now wreaking untold havoc on Kevin Sullivan. We're losing him in the crowd, but I'll tell you what, the action continues as it goes right on out of the building, out through the exit. And, brother, they got a Pier 6er going out on the street. Kevin Sullivan and the Tonga Kid battling it out outside of the ring, through the bleachers, and out through the door. And it's, whoop. All I can say is that Kevin Sullivan got a little bit more than he asked for that time. The Tonga Kid unloading everything he had. And this battle continues outside, and I'll guarantee you one thing. The war between these two is not over by a long shot.
Hi, I'm John Abdo. One of the most difficult parts of the body to train is the midsection, your waist. That's why I've produced this video exercise.
All right, we're ready to start.
Austin Idol calls me Walrus, face on TV. All I can tell you is, Austin Idol, I'm not only going to put you in a garbage can, they're going to have a funeral for you.
A very irate Ox Baker. He's going to the ring. Without further ado, let's go to the ring for that match. It is the Avenging Angel against Big Ox Baker. And let's have the bell. Well, Ox certainly was incensed about being called Walrus, although after talking to Misty Blue, there is quite a pronounced difference between Ox and Misty.
A lot of difference, and there is a resemblance between the walrus and Ox.
I'll go along with that.
No, but nevertheless, he has killed two people, as you well know,
Yes.
in the ring. So he really is something to reckon with.
Yes, he certainly is. And at over 300 pounds, a monster of a man. And in short order, it's Ox Baker with a hard
He's a
punch.
monster. He really is.
And I think we're going to have Ox join us again.
Yeah, the big devil, he's in there.
Mr. Baker, I'm sure you've got some more comments.
That's what's going to happen to Austin Idol, and I can promise you a funeral.
Man of action and words, Ox Baker. And there you see in the ring Austin Idol now checking on the Avenging Angel. We're going to have a confrontation here with Idol and Baker. Let's stay here in the arena. Idol pulling the shirt off. He may be ready to go here, Lou.
Austin Idol is always ready to go. And
Baker's going too, but it's not to the ring.
wrong direction.
Well, Baker did win his match. You heard his comments. There you see Austin Idol trying to lend assistance to the Avenging Angel. Right now, Lou and I are going to have to take a break. We'll be back with more action right after this.
If you're looking for the best
Now, our first participant entering the ring from New Orleans, Louisiana, at 123 pounds, accompanied by her tag team partner, Linda Dallas, is Katt Lareaux.
Very pretty young girl.
And now, the ladies champion from New York City, New York, at 115 pounds, Misty Blue. This match, 1 1 fall, 15 minutes.
Well, that's how it is. As I said before, the one is pretty, they're both pretty. And hopefully they have a little wrestling ability, and if they do, this should really be interesting. They're lovely looking girls.
Yes, they certainly are. And, you know, a little background these ladies. Linda Dallas, of course, she's in the ring with her tag team partner, Katt Lareaux. We interrupt this match to bring you this special wrestling report. We are going to Orange County Fairgrounds in New York with announcer Bob Dow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen him, we have heard him, we have seen his life story, it appears. The ICW heavyweight champion of the world, Tony Atlas, the longest reigning heavyweight champion in any wrestling federation. A man who gloatingly says, and he is so pretty that he is the only champion that doesn't have to wear paint over his face.
I said that, Dow, not him.
I heard him say it too, so when he picked, he says it too.
We think alike. Me and Atlas think alike. We walk the same highways and the same byways. We have the same moral standards, Bob Dow. Win, lose, but always cheat if you must.
Well, I go along with that. I've seen you guys both do that. But right now, the man that has been waiting for so long for a title shot at Mr. Atlas in the ring, you see him, Vic Steamboat.
I mean, his grueling schedule, Dow. I mean, just look back. Take a look like we just saw all that recap. The Chief, Awesome Dawson, Patera, Orton. Now, the happy Lion himself, trying to make wrestling world history. The only brother combination to ever win the world title before has only happened twice now. Terry Funk, Haas, Dory Funk Jr., the Jack and Jerry Briscoe, all have been in the same wrestling promotion when they held the titles. This could be the first time brothers have held world titles in separate down, not the same federations, leagues, whatever you want to call it, alliances. This kid Steamboat right here is on the threshold of being history right here. But I don't know, Dow. Again, those Hawaiians, they ain't got it. I don't think he's got it.
Well, there's no doubt you know who I'm rooting for, Mr. Rumble.
Of
Victor
course.
Steamboat has waited so long for this chance.
Beef Biscuit in the fourth, probably.
I think that the key thing for Victor Steamboat to do that many opponents of Tony Atlas have not done in that video we just saw, he has got to pay attention to Tony Atlas and not to the two. Because that's where a lot of opponents of Tony Atlas end up getting beat.
Well, right there, Dow, when they try to top wrist lock, test the strength, no way Steamboat can match strength. If he's going to beat Atlas, which will definitely not happen,
I don't know about that.
he will have to use his speed and his agility, Bob Dow.
And his
You have to admit it. And it sounds like, hey, I've always said all along, Vic Steamboat.
Look at the cover one, though. That was good
the
job.
champ grabbed the rope. Like I said, Dow, all along, I never knocked Steamboat's wrestling ability. I just don't like him personally. The kid's a punk. He hangs around with punks, so he's a punk.
He doesn't like you either, so what difference does it make?
But he doesn't knock my wrestling ability either, Dow.
You don't have any wrestling ability.
He knows when it all comes down to it, I will stick my big nose in anybody's business that I feel like.
Right, as long as you got the brotherhood behind you.
Well, the brotherhood is one thing, Dow, but I'm another. I walk the aisle. I've been in this wrestling world for a long time. I have a win-loss record. Hey, I've had losses. I'm not undefeated. Not many wrestlers in the world are that have stayed in the business this long. But let me tell you, Steamboat's a great wrestler. I never said anything other than that. But I'm going to tell you, you can't match strength with Atlas.
That's
no
obvious.
way. More knowledge, Dow.
I don't know about that.
Well, you're talking about a very, very aged veteran there. And I'm not talking about old age. I'm talking about Atlas started wrestling as a kid, amateur style. Sure, maybe in the last 2 or 3 years, he realized that people were just trying to, use him, and he won't be used anymore. So he eliminated all those nitwit people that were his fans, but he still has a lot of admirers. Don't get mistaken.
Hey, Tony Atlas is, I think, the strongest man in the world. I think he's one of the most talented wrestlers in the world. He deserves to wear the championship belt. He's worn it a long time. But I, like you, you talked about Victor Steamboat. You don't like it. I don't like Tony Atlas' attitude.
They want Steamboat. These people definitely want Steamboat. But I'm going to tell you, Atlas has never, ever backed down from anyone. And as your past performances go to show, I ain't just whistling 60s, Daddy.
Hey, the facts remain. You are absolutely right. That doesn't mean that everybody has to like Atlas's style. He could win
and you can see
not
them
have
bailing
to
each
cheat.
other out, Bob. Am I right?
Well,
they're not going at it tooth and nail like you might expect to our enemies. What they're trying to do, they know they're in here for a match that could mean a lot. This is a world title match, Bob Dow, bar none. This is for the most prestigious world title that I think, only for the simple fact, Anyone that wears this belt will wrestle anybody, and they don't have to be in the ICW. All they have to do is have a winning record and have enough guts to sign a contract with this champion.
Well, let's face it, Tony Atlas has met all comers and beaten them all.
Look at that backdrop.
Victor Steamboat
Hey,
now.
you see that hair down? Let's not forget what I've done to Steamboat. You see his hair? He's still got that bald spot, too.
Victor Steamboat will never forget it either.
That
You will
cream
pay
works,
someday.
though, don't it?
Remember the old adage, Mr. Rumble, what goes around comes around.
Look at Atlas.
Your day will come.
Ah,
Atlas right now manhandling Victor Steamboat. And again, Victor Steamboat is you.
well, actually, Bobby's punk handling.
I don't know if you aptly put it or not, but Victor Steamboat is well aware that he cannot match
Look at Atlas. Look at
physical
Atlas. Setting
strength
him up
of
for a
Tony
high
Atlas. He knows that.
Look at this.
He also knows that he'll have to take and use his speed and agility to beat Atlas. Victor Steamboat, nobody's fool. He doesn't underestimate Tony Atlas. No one
Oh,
does.
he better not.
No one does. Steamboat again thrown like a rag doll into those corners.
And Atlas working the back. Can we see a backbreaker? Atlas is again a tactful wrestler. A technician. He stays with the same hold. He stays with the same moves brought down throughout. Well, he gave him a little smiley there just for good luck, but it's still Steamboat's back. It's his main target. I guarantee you that.
Well, Victor Steamboat right now, of course, as you can see, obviously, has been thrown around by Atlas. You watch the Duke outside the ring.
Hey, the Duke, you know, he knows this is a very important match. This could be Steamboat's last shot at the title. He's had numerous occasions.
That's right. Victor Steamboat has to look at Duke now, trouble teaming. And again, that's how Atlas has won so many matches. This is what I oppose. This is what I don't like.
Well, Dal,
If Tony Atlas is the champion of the world, he doesn't need this kind of assistance.
well, I don't think he needs the assistance. I think he
Then why doesn't Duke keep his nose out of it?
He just don't like the Steamboat
He's an
family.
idiot.
He
That's
don't
what
like
he
the
is.
whole. Well, I can't say he's an idiot, Dal.
I can't. I just did.
What I'm trying to say is he doesn't like Steamboat. He don't like his brother. He don't like, Steamboat. When I said before a few weeks back, he's an outcast. I don't even know if Ricky the Dragon, the so-called older brother, big star of the family, will be too happy if Steamboat doesn't win this title either.
Well, I know Victor Steamboat will give it 110%. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't you go away.
Will you take the $100?
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, and again, you see Victor Steamboat and Tony Atlas crossed up in the leg lock.
He's been in that figure four for 2 minutes, and I don't know how much longer his knees gonna. Atlas has gone from the back to his knees. I don't know why he switched. He got the rope.
Well,
Get
Victor
off
Steamboat,
that keep
again,
stupid people.
a smart wrestler in his own right. He knows the way to break that hold, and that was it. And now Atlas is going to pull him outside the ring.
Well, hey, of course he's gonna break that
working
leg.
on that left
Oh,
leg.
he's trying, Dal.
Just above the knee. And
I can
Steamboat,
feel the
you can
tension in this building here, in this outdoor facility parts down. But you can tell these people want Steamboat, but I don't think they're going to have him tonight.
I made you a bet a long time ago, Mr. Rumble,
Yeah,
that
you feel
Tony
it, man.
Atlas would not win and be the heavyweight champion at the end of 1990. I still don't believe
Oh,
you will.
will you, Dal?
I don't know if Victor Steamboat will beat him tonight, but Atlas will not wear the crown.
He's got, what, less than 3 months to go
We'll
down? No
see.
problem.
We'll see.
Look at Steamboat. He's in pain.
Well, Victor Steamboat knew going in. I talked to Victor in the locker room earlier.
yes,
Victor
sir.
told me he knew that he was going to have to wrestle the best perfect match of his life to win here tonight. He knows that.
Oh, he better. And look at the man. Look at the man. Check him out now. 24, 25-inch python on a 67, 68-inch chest, maybe bigger. Look at the neck on him. It's got to be about 23, 24. And look at that pretty face. He don't hide it behind paint, baby.
If he would just change his attitude, that's all he'd have to do, and he gets all the respect as talent that I can
Now,
give
you know, attitude's one thing. Wrestling a bill. Kick low, low.
That's right.
low.
Attitude one is the wrestling. Now there's a big knee by Steamboat.
Yeah, but Steamboat's leg, he need him.
Well, he
what
hurt
a
his-
stupid kid that was. What a maneuver. Steamboat just showed how
Look at the
stupid he is.
karate kick up underneath, the super kick up underneath the throat.
Yeah, you sit in a figure four. You do not need somebody right after it. Steamboat hurt himself more than he hurt Atlas.
Victor Steamboat, I don't think, is feeling any pain at all. He's focused in on winning this championship, and that is it.
Oh,
Now outside the
my,
ring he
did
goes.
you see that now?
I
He didn't
saw
touch nothing. He went on completely over the ring.
Victor Steamboat outside the ring, and again, the pain that is being subjected, and again, the Duke outside. And you can see, ladies and gentlemen, as Mr. Rumble pointed out, we're in an outdoor arena. There is no canvas, no rugs, no mats outside those rings.
That's a racetrack.
You bet. And it's dirt and rock. And Mr. Atlas with a smug, independent
Hey, old
look in his
demolition
face.
derby's here, Dal. And I'm going to tell you, they're having a demolition derby right in that ring right now.
Victor Steamboat now getting ready to come back in. And I'll tell you something on Atlas's face. Atlas has got to respect Steamboat, too.
Sure.
Let's turn it around.
Well, he wouldn't have signed a contract.
Well, I don't think now he wants to shake hands, and Victor Steamboat's too smart for this.
You don't see Atlas coming out here and just showing off by beating some geek. He's like nobody but contenders, baby.
Well, Victor Steamboat now, I hope he's wise enough not to shake hands. Tony Atlas says, cross my heart, hope the dial won't do anything wrong. You do not trust Tony Atlas just like you don't trust Tony Rumble. Neither one of them tell the truth. You heard what I said.
I tell it like it is. Atlas right now seems to me a little hesitant, but he threw Steamboat about 30 feet out of the ring. Steamboat bounced right back.
That's got to bother him a little
Watch
bit,
his
too.
leg. Oh, full Nelson.
That's got to bother Atlas a lot,
beautiful.
too, to know that he's given Steamboat some of his best shots.
This could be a
Never,
submission.
not with Victor Steamboat.
I don't know.
I think you'd have to kill him first before he'd ever submit.
Come on, Sal.
No.
Steamboat's a human.
Yeah, he may be human, but he is focused in on one thing, and that's that gold belt. He wants it bad.
He wants it bad because he can make history for himself. Once he wins this match, if he wins this match, history is in the making. But you know what? He could be history if he doesn't win this match.
Well, I think he's giving it that thought in mind. He's either going to win it all or going to carry him out of here. And look at the pressure being applied by Atlas right now with those arms. That would break a normal man's
And
neck.
Steamboat can't get out of it. The referee should check on this. He might be going out.
Hey, any normal human being would have his neck broke right now, and Steamboat is still standing right in front of Atlas. Look at the strength and look at the adrenaline of Steamboat, and he got out of it. And he smashes Atlas back, throws him into the rope, throws him across the other way. Karate chop underneath the throat, and Atlas hits the canvas and rolls out of the ring.
Steamboat's not human. He's subhuman. How did he get out of there? Look at that bald spot shining. I got to be proud of that, but I don't believe that Steamboat got out of that hole. I do not believe it.
Victor Steamboat, as I said many, many times.
But look at the knee. Look at the knee, Bob.
Hey, he's hurting. No question about it. Anybody would be hurting after
Atlas has got to get back and work that knee. He can get a submission with a figure four. I can't believe he got out of that full Nelson like that. Superhuman strength down.
You don't think Tony Atlas might be
He
shook
saw
up a
his
little
life.
bit, too?
He saw his life and his wrestling career flashing in front of him. That's the only thing that got Vic Steamboat that. I don't know what that's called.
It's called class, Mr. Olson.
No, it ain't class out. You know what I'm talking about. The adrenaline flew to an all-time peak to get out of that hole.
It's called the heart of a champion, something you wouldn't know anything about.
Well, he has been a
one-on-one,
tag team champion.
man-on-man.
Well, mano to the Puerto Rican people. But look at Atlas. Whipped across the ring.
Steamboat covered right about it. He puts him up and over and down. And Atlas right now is hurting, and here comes the cover.
Wait a minute,
Can we get it? One, two, and Atlas flips out.
Yeah, he got to hook the leg. Steamboat going up.
Top rope.
Steamboat
take a little breather. Atlas now is a little crushed and dazed as he looks for Steamboat. He's up to one knee, turns around. Steamboat on the top rope. Come on. Big shot to the top of the head, and Atlas is on his back again.
If that martial arts training
This
goes
side is turned, and Victor Steamboat looking for the cover again. One, two, and the kick out by Atlas. Victor Steamboat appears to have a little bit of control in this match right now. Atlas is not showing his superhuman strength anymore.
Steamboat is gaining some serious respect in my neighborhood right now because he's manhandling the champion of the world.
Why is it all of a sudden you want to jump on a bandwagon when all of a sudden you see Atlas getting beat? That's what's happening.
I didn't say I like him. I just saying he's gaining respect. I've always told you, like I said earlier.
He's always had the respect of everybody else besides you, Mr. Rumble.
Tonight he's on a mission. He knows this could be the last chance to ever be the world champion of the world in the ICW. Tonight, Victor Steamboat knows that he's going all out. But again, he's not really getting anywhere. He's got Atlas in that
He's not getting anywhere. That's got to be hurting Atlas. It's cutting off his circulation.
But it's not applied right. He should be under the left arm, and he should be applying the sleeper hold the proper way. He is not. That could be a chokehold, Bob Dow.
Maybe it is. And in this case, maybe where it's a world championship fight, hey, let everything out. That's just exactly what
Check it out. Check it out,
like a chinlock to me.
They're under here. What is it? About 90, 95 degrees out here at nighttime. These guys, they're in Soren's unbelievable. They're fresh. Check it out. Just look at the sweat pouring off Steamboat and Atlas.
Well, they're two physically conditioned
athletes. This is what it's all about. This is the ICW. Oh, double show.
Feet in the middle of the ring and both go down. And boy, I'll tell you.
Come on, champ, get up.
Physical endurance. Who is in the best shape may prevail before this one's over. Both of them down. Referee.
This could help him if he had some smell salt or something in his pocket. I always carry that with me.
You don't have to. All you have to do is breathe on people. That'll wake you dead.
Come on, we're in the middle of the world championship match.
That doesn't change that fact. Victor Steamboat and Atlas now both up, and now Steamboat gets his face smashed into the canvas.
This is a heavyweight world title match. If you ever seen one before, people, if you never did, look at it closely. And if you never seen it, if you want to see it again, keep watching the ICW because this is what we bring you. World-class championship wrestling at its finest here in the ICW.
Atlas misses the elbow drop as Steamboat rolls out of the way, and Atlas, his left arm now hurting him badly. And both these combatants are both physically exhausted, but they're moving and going. Atlas because he's a champion. Steamboat because he wants to get the cover. 1, 2. And Atlas kicks out.
About a 1.5 down. You're a little pissed.
And again, Steamboat gets the chin lock on him. And ladies and gentlemen, we got to take another commercial break. We'll be right back.
They ain't gonna miss nothing.
The next time your house needs repainting, the choice is yours. You can try and save money.
And that is Victor Steamboat hanging on to that chin lock of Tony Atlas and applying pressure. And Atlas is trying to get out of it.
Look how close he is to the rope. All he's doing is stick his foot on the rope or underneath and they'll break the whole one.
Maybe he doesn't have the strength to do it.
When you're that hurt, you're that dead, there it is. See, he got his foot on the rope.
Finally, Atlas
maybe he wasn't as bad as I said, Al.
Steamboat, though, doesn't release it immediately. Steamboat's smart. He holds on for as long as he can.
Of course, he's illegal.
Victor Steamboat now with a kick up underneath the groin and rump area.
Come on, Dal. That's called a hamstring area.
Whatever.
He's trying to break it.
Well, I'm not so sure that's all hamstring, Mr. Rumble.
Oh, it's muscle on top of it.
You
That's
bet.
hamstring. That's where your hamstring is, Dal.
Right now, it's Victor Steamboat. Now he goes to the karate chop underneath the knee.
But see, again, Steamboat is jumping from body part to body part. That's what Atlas's problem was. These guys are trying to find a weakness, and neither one of them has it.
Well, I don't know. I think that everybody has a weakness. It's a question of working on it long enough. Right now, Victor Steamboat, and there's a big headbutt. And Atlas's head is just like a bowling ball and just as strong.
A medicine ball, you mean?
Oh, I'm telling you, wow, it's medicine ball covered with a bowling ball cover, I guess.
Boy.
He is, well, world famous for that. And boy, a big
open up on him, Jeff. Come on, baby.
And now Atlas goes back to work. And Atlas...
World Series, Super Bowl, Goodwill game. I don't care what it is, Sal. You don't get the excitement you're getting right here in International Championship Wrestling like you have right now on your TV set. Coming in. Listen to the crowd, Sal.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's face it, most of the time you have to pay for it. You have to pay to get this on pay-per-view or go to an arena to see it. You're getting it live right here. Here's a single by Steamboat. And let's see if he can hang on to it. Atlas struggling to get out of it. Steamboat hanging on to it. Will Atlas be able to get out of it? Yes, he does. Atlas turns it over.
But he still got it.
Hung on to it.
Oh, my.
Victor Steamboat hung on.
I can't believe it, Sal.
What strength and ability of Victor Steamboat. And can Tony Atlas survive this sleeper hold of Victor Steamboat?
He doesn't have it cinched in close enough, Sal. You can see space there. You shouldn't see space right now.
Well, Victor Steamboat, now he closes it up a little bit. Victor Steamboat not letting go. Billy Sullivan talking to Atlas in his face saying, do you give up? And Atlas, of course, a proud champion. I'll give him credit for that.
He'll never give up. He'll never, ever give up.
He may not give up, but he may die right here on the canvas. Because Steamboat has got it cinched in, and it looks tight to me from here, Rumble. And it looks like...
It might be pinned, but he ain't going to give up on his own volition, Sal.
Doesn't matter. All he has to do is get the shoulders down. 1, 2, 3. That's all we care about.
Referee Billy Sullivan, an ICW official right there. And Steamboat beautifully.
Atlas moves Silverman into Steamboat. What an illegal move that was.
Genius.
And Silverman down, and he is hurt. Steamboat is down, and he is hurt.
That's a ring general right there, Sal. Presence of mind.
That's an illegal move, period. And you know it. Look at Victor Steamboat. He go on with Billy Silverman. Now the official, the referee is Duke. And now Duke is here. Duke is going to... No, he misses. He got Atlas. He got Atlas. Duke just punched his own man out. Duke just punched Cody Atlas. And Atlas is down. Atlas is down. Duke just punched him out. And Steamboat is outside the ring. He's over to the top of the rope. The referee is down. Atlas is down. And Steamboat's on the top rope. Victor Steamboat on the top rope. And Duke is trying to help Atlas up. Steamboat, look at the poise. Look at the athletic ability.
If he doesn't shift down,
Steamboat up.
This is how his brother won the title.
Down he comes. He's got the cover. 1, 2, and go. Is the ICW heavyweight champion of the world.
The end of the world is happening now. I can't believe it.
Especially if Victor Steamboat is the new ICW heavyweight champion.
In the middle of the ring. I can't believe it. Are you kidding me?
Cody Atlas with defeat at his feet.
I can't believe this watch out. History. You people are watching history. I can't believe it.
Will wear the gold of the ICW.
Oh my God.
Heavyweight champion of the world.
I can't believe this.
Atlas is about to do. Atlas would have to do.
It was Duke's fault.
Atlas is out to do. Beating Duke.
Oh my.
Cody Atlas is beating Duke.
Atlas has lost the title. And he's losing his mind. And he's blaming it all on Duke now. Vic Steamboat is the new ICW World Heavyweight Champion now. I can't believe it.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Swallow up index. The chickens are starting to fall from the sky. higher than you.
ICW
Oh my God! I can't believe it. For being sick.
The new ICW champion.
No! Now you can't be serious. I can't.
I told you, Mr. Rumble.
Cut it out, Sal.
Atlas would get beat before
No.
1990.
Congratulations to the new international heavyweight champion of the world, Vic Steamboat. We will be returning back to the lovely ladies, Misty Blue against Katt Lareaux, right after this commercial break.
If you don't know.
Katt Lareaux has been trained in the martial arts. She gives nunchuck demonstrations in karate schools throughout the country, and she's 19 years old, so she's just a youngster, a baby. Yes, and I guess I shouldn't even have said that. It's not nice to mention ladies' ages at any age, right? That's
Particularly when I'm sitting next to you.
Are you over 19?
Just barely.
Barely, right. But I want to say, Misty Blue was captain of the U.S. ladies boxing team.
You told me that, and that's really a surprise, and it's really going to be interesting to watch this thing and see how it progresses.
Nice takedown. Another arm drag takedown.
Doing it very well.
Misty was trained by an old foe of both of ours, Walter Killer Kowalski.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Yes.
that explains the whole thing. Because Walter's really a pretty good head at this thing. He's an old hand, and he knows what he's doing.
Certainly does, and he's found quite a rough sculpture, you might say, to refine into what she's turned out to be the ladies' champion.
Well, that's great.
Misty Blue.
I want to congratulate Walter. He does a good job.
And I'm going to tell you, Lou, earlier I wanted you to talk to Austin Idol. Well, there's a method to my madness, because when this match is over, I'm going to invite Misty Blue in to sit here and talk to us. And if you'd like to excuse yourself to go get a Coke,
I think I'll stay here and help you, if you don't mind.
But we are going to interview Misty Blue, the ladies' champion, after this match. Right now, it's Katt Lareaux with the toe hold. Tries to go into a spinning toe hold, but Misty kicks her off.
Oh, they get it on, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Go right after it.
And he gets stomping at that leg, going right back to that toe hold, applying the pressure. And you know, I think anyone that sees a girls' wrestling match for the very first time are very surprised. I think they expect to see something softer, more feminine, and
Yes.
yet those ladies get in there and they mix it up just like the guys do.
They're soft and feminine, but they're still really a contestant.
Yes, they
They're
certainly
really
are.
competitors.
And of course, you know, in this day and age, ladies in physical sports are becoming more to the forefront.
Oh, yes. I work out at a gymnasium in Norfolk, Virginia, where I live, and we have 2 or 3 gals here that are training for contests, and they are super. Great athletes.
Ladies bodybuilding is all, you know, a lot of the networks are carrying it now and covering it extensively.
Really big, yes.
Yes, it certainly is. Right now, Katt
Right
Lareaux.
here.
Yes.
Lord.
That's the kind of deal I don't think I want to take.
Me too.
Forearm blows down across the back. Have you ever refereed a ladies' match?
Yes, I did. I refereed once in Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's not the easiest thing in the world either, is it?
No, as a matter of fact, refereeing is like umpiring a ball game. You can't win, you know?
No. Oh, nice hook.
Isn't that beautiful?
But Misty rolls right out. Good shot for Katt to try and pin the champion, but couldn't quite do it. Oh, wow. There's that looping right.
Wrong side of the head. I mean, party's getting rough.
Takes her out, hooks her across body, but couldn't quite hold her down. Katt Lareaux still in this battle, and a handful of hair. The ladies do utilize that hair to the
Oh,
nth degree.
don't they, though?
Lareaux with its foot now. She's going to the rope, looping that over the bottom. But
Wow.
the picture says Katt flying through the ropes. And Linda Dallas outside complaining, and Doc Holliday's counterpart easier on the eyes than Doc.
I want to say something. These girls are really competitors. They do a fantastic job of defending themselves.
And it hasn't just been a cat fight, so to speak, and I don't know cliche meant, but it hasn't just been a hair pull fist fight. These girls have been trading wrestling roles here.
Trying to wrestle, yes. And getting bumped around pretty well.
Misty helped her right back in the ring and dropped her nose
Right in
first
the
on the
face,
canvas.
right.
That hammer-like blow with the cupped hands down across the back, and Katt Lareaux right back in there doing battle with Misty Blue.
Well, if she can jump that far, I'm going to give her some
I
credit.
hope. She's Dizzy.
Wow. That was kind of a slam, a flying mare. Isn't that crazy?
And a 2 count, yes. Well, Katt wanted to talk to the people about her great victory, but it was short-lived. Misty with a flying mare using the hair and the reverse chin lock. Down behind her, slowing the competition down just a bit. Don't forget, coming up, we're going to take a look at Larry Hamilton, the Ronnie Sexton escapade from last week in competition. Yet, the Hollywood Blondes, and we're going to see Ox Baker in action.
They're beginning to bite each other now.
What kind of hold would you call that, Mr. Sanders?
I can't call that one.
Dentures in the thigh, would that be?
That's close enough. That's delicate enough.
Misty Blue with a
Snap
snap air.
again, right? Hey, listen, these girls are doing some wrestling.
Settles her right in there with that chin lock. Katt keeps coming right back. A very tenacious lady. Shoots her into that corner, moves right in, throws a forearm blow. And those ladies absorb those forearms, Lou. I'm telling you. Katt is kicked out of that corner by Misty Blue. Misty moving in now. Going for a suplex. Wow.
Very well done.
Yes, well executed. Hooks the leg, cross body right, and she's got her. 1, 2, 3.
How are you?
Misty.
That was done as well as anyone could do it.
It certainly was. I was impressed with the victory. I certainly was. And you've got to be impressed with these fine-looking young lady athletes. And we're going to invite Misty Blue, the ladies champion, to join us here at Mike's side. We're going to invite Misty to join us here at our desk before we go to break. And I can't repeat what my director Jim Rosen said, but Misty's going to join us here in just a moment. And we're going to discuss with her wrestling, boxing, being a champion, and being a good-looking young lady. Misty, have a seat. Welcome to International Wrestling. Fine.
Misty, how are you? How are you?
Lou and I were just arguing over who's going to talk to the best-looking wrestler we've interviewed in weeks, and so we're just going to split the jaw here so that nobody...
Really?
You know, we were talking about you were captain of the U.S. ladies boxing team, and now you've turned to professional wrestling and become a champion. What's your next mountain to climb?
Well, I'd like to get another belt under my belt.
Another belt to go with this belt.
Okay, and but see, the thing is, why I didn't stay with the boxing is that, I get more of a challenge here.
With the wrestling.
Yeah, with boxing, I only, box a couple times a year.
Misty, many years ago, a fellow named Danny Hodge won the NCAA Wrestling Championship and also Golden Glove Champion the same year. And that's really some kind of a feat. It's never been done before. So you can shoot for the same thing, and from watching you tonight, I think you can do it.
Oh,
And
that'd
for
be another
those
challenge.
who don't know Danny Hodge, when Lou put you in that category, that's traveling in top-class company. He was quite an athlete. You know what? We were just talking. Ladies bodybuilding is coming to the forefront. Ladies wrestlers. Do you feel that being a lady athlete, or wrestler, or boxer, jeopardizes your femininity at all? Does it bother your social life?
Oh, not at all. I get more dates now than I ever had.
Is that right?
That's right.
I don't know.
And the women, they're right behind me. I think this is something maybe I would like to
Well,
do.
that's great. And you have a lot of ladies, I'm sure, when you go in the gym, talk to you about your career, and
Yeah.
they admire you.
And, they just like to get into, women wrestling, and they just didn't think, they always thought it was larger women. They said, well, how can you really do it? You just have to have the, the spirit and everything in the fight. And
Well, you've certainly got it, and you've certainly impressed 2 veterans here today.
Make some beautiful moves out there.
Thank you.
Missy, we want to thank you for joining us here, and please come back and visit us again soon. Good luck in your career.
Thank you very much.
Misty Blue, the ladies champion, will be back right after this.
In a moment, we're going to be seeing the master of the occult, Kevin Sullivan, as he gets set to enter the ring. He'll be accompanied at ringside, of course, by the fallen angel. He's going up against Roy Diamond. Here, the ring announcer introducing Diamond at this time. Diamond is a fine, fine athlete, has a very promising future in the sport of professional wrestling. But, brother, he's going up against one of the strangest, most bizarre individuals in the sport today. And there you see him coming to the ring now. Kevin Sullivan, the master of the occult, accompanied at ringside by the very curvaceous fallen angel. Sullivan being released now and getting set to move into the ring. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit. The fallen angel. Strangely beautiful, one would say. Sullivan, a master of the sport. A brilliant strategist in the ring, but has a vicious, vindictive streak in him that has cost a lot of wrestlers a lot of pain and a lot of hurt. Fallen Angel leaves the ring, and Sullivan wastes no time as he begins to chop away at the throat of Diamond. Now catches Diamond and hurdles him right through the ring ropes out onto the timer's table, and Sullivan right after him again. Sullivan pounding away on Diamond. Sullivan catches him again and again, and Diamond just had no opportunity. He has been completely overwhelmed by this man who is a literal beehive of activity. Sullivan brings him up, slams him into the broken timer's table, and Diamond is beginning to wonder exactly where he is and what he's doing. Meanwhile, Sullivan, completely in charge of the situation, moves outside again, adds more punishment. But again, notice Sullivan is moving in and out of the ring so that he doesn't lose on that 10-count situation. And again, Sullivan moves back inside just before the 10 count. Diamond still pummeled and beaten by Sullivan, and now Sullivan punishes him some more. Sullivan catches him with the flat of the foot. Up into the shoulder area, now Sullivan down those stairs and out after Diamond again. Diamond firing ineffectually to the midsection. Now Diamond fires back a good hit, but then rocks Sullivan. Sullivan could be in trouble now as Diamond continues to pound away at a Diamond firing back. Sullivan turning the tables once again as Diamond back in the ring. Sullivan stepping through those ropes, and there you see the signal from the fallen angel. And she is indeed a wild and bizarre individual. Double thrust into the throat of Diamond that has him back on the canvas, and Sullivan very much in control of the situation again. Things had looked rather bad momentarily for Sullivan. And again, you see the snarling visage of the fallen angel. And Sullivan up on that second ring rope now. Walking along the ring rope, suddenly hurdles off, catches him with a double thrust into the throat, a vertical press. Diamond able to power away before the count of 3, however. Dandy catches him, base of the elbow across the back. Diamond's back has been punished and punished severely by Kevin Sullivan. Diamond is a gritty individual. Fires back a series of forearms to the side of the jaw, an Irish whip. Caught him with a drop kick coming off, but Sullivan was able to bear the brunt of that on his rather broad back, and it is Diamond now, an Irish whip off the ropes. Sullivan caught him with a lariat coming off the ropes into a lateral press. Gets the 3 count. He gets the 3 count, and so the master of the occult, Kevin Sullivan, emerges the victor, much to the dissatisfaction of the thousands that are jammed here at the arena watching the matches. But again, Kevin Sullivan and the Fallen Angel leave the ring as victors in another encounter.
Steamboat, look at the poise, look at the ability. If he gets knocked down, Steamboat, trouble with the title. He gets knocked down, Steamboat, trouble with the title. ICW heavyweight champion of the world. The end of the world is happening now. I can't believe it. It's only a Victor Steamboat is the new ICW heavyweight champion. In the middle of the ring. I can't believe it. Are you kidding me? Cody Evans would be beating his feet. I can't believe this. Watch out. History. You people are watching history. I can't believe it. Will wear the gold of the ICW heavyweight champion of the world. I can't believe this. Atlas is what it ought to do. Alice would have to do. It was too small. Alice is after do. Beating Duke. Oh, my. Cody Alice is beating. Alice has lost the title, and he's losing his mind.
Presenting beef tenderloin and tarragon sauce.